Hi everyone, Chris here, and today I wanted to talk about video production. So yesterday when I was talking about checklists, I used the example of how I like to use checklists for video production, specifically pre-production, production, post-production, and distribution. I have a different list for each one. And so somebody asked if I could elaborate on what those individual steps are and what my checklists are, the different things I keep in the checklist for each of those different phases. So today I figured I'd go over what each of the different phases of video production is, and then in the next couple of days, I'll share the different things that I keep in my own checklists. So the first stage is pre-production, and this is anything that happens after the project is approved, but before you take out the camera. So this includes things like scripting and storyboarding, scouting any locations, making a list of any graphics or images you're going to need, making a list of any people you're going to need. If you're interviewing someone or if you're doing a short skit, definitely need to make sure you have your list of people. This is also when you put together, so you have your list of people, your list of images and graphics, your list of props you may need, list of sounds you need to collect, or audio you need to purchase. And then you also need to look at your storyboard and pull together a shot list. Which actual shots are you going to need in each scene? Because a scene can have several different shots. The next stage is production, and this is when the camera comes out. So this is when the camera comes on, you're recording audio and you're recording video, you're recording B-roll, and this is the stage where you're taking all of your photography. So it's a great stage to be in. You want to make sure you get everything as tight as you can, and that's where the planning comes in the pre-production. The better and the more time you take in pre-production, the more money and time you save in production. So then the next stage is post-production, and this is when you send everybody home, put the cameras away, and you start editing your video in whatever tool you're using, whether that's Camtasia for a simple project or Adobe Premiere for something more complex. This is when you bring in your different sound elements and your different video effects, whether they're just graphics for a lower third or whether they're pop-outs or whatever you've got for different things, and you add in your B-roll. This is also when you would do any color corrections or other video adjustments, as well as any audio adjustments as well. So things like audio compression, where you like take out those crazy spikes, and then also any audio normalization, which can sometimes be a problem if you're taking multiple cuts of something, or in like one recording your audio is real loud and another is real quiet. So this is where you bring it all to the same sort of level. And then the last stage is distribution. And this can vary depending on the type of project you're working on. So it may be as simple as uploading the video to YouTube or to Vimeo. It may involve uploading it to a corporate intranet, or depending on how involved you are in the overall project, it may be just getting it imported into a specific e-learning course or other element that you're working on. So this is when you actually put it out. And one of the things that I should have mentioned in the pre-production is to take distribution into account, because it'll really make a difference when you're doing that post-production to make sure you have the appropriate file size and file orientation. Yeah, so those are the four really basic steps in doing video production. And tomorrow I'll start with pre-production. I'll share my checklist for that. Alrighty, I'll see you tomorrow.